He doesn't care who I am, what titles I have, how many blue trophies I got, that I've fished since I could walk, or that I've spent countless hours on the water for this moment. It's me versus the fish, and I like to win.
Is today the day? The day you win your local tournament? The day you land your personal best? Or the day you take one step closer to the biggest stage in fishing? Halo fishing rods are built for those moments. When your gear works the way it should, you fish your best. And that's when it happens. Halo Fishing. Fish your best.
From the Canadian Shield to Florida Limestone, from local derbies to the biggest stages in bass fishing. Built to handle pressure, proven where it matters. Lund Engineering never rests. Boats built to perform across species, across water, across life on the water. And when the rods go down, the experience keeps going.
Discover the hidden gems and pristine waters of Tennessee's Bill-Dance signature lakes. Conveniently located throughout Tennessee, there's a signature lake near you, covering all regions of the volunteer state, all endorsed by the legendary Bill Dance himself. Whether it's a weekend getaway or an extended vacation, create timeless memories at Tennessee's Bill Dance signature lakes. Plan your trip today.
Are you ready for a great offer on the most reliable outboards in the water? Then get to your Yamaha dealer now for the Ready for Reliability sales event. For a limited time, purchase a new Yamaha 30 to 450 horsepower outboard and get up to 7 years of Yamaha coverage protection free. And earn up to $200 in dealer credit on eligible 2.5 to 25 horsepower models. So get ready, because reliability and a great deal starts here.
Listen to that music. It is the day. This is the week we've been waiting for, but it is the day we have been waiting for. The Super Bowl of bass fishing, the greatest spectacle in all of sport fishing. The Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Classic, presented by Under Armour, the 56th edition of the World Championship of Fishing. And we may see history that we haven't seen for 32 years. Young Dylan Nutt trying to become the first to win it from the Bass Nation since Brian Kershaw. What a day it has been. What a week it has been. An incredible tournament. Knoxville showed out as they always do, and one of Tennessee's finest joining us. I'm Dave Mercer, joined by Kyle Jesse as always, but got Brandon Lester in the house with us. And man, I know this classic didn't go the way you wanted, but you have to be proud to be from Tennessee. What a week. What a celebration of the sport.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely am. I'm sure you've heard it many times up to this point, but I think this is the best classic venue that we go to, and Dylan Nutt hooked up here again.
He agrees.
Yeah, I think he definitely does. How impressive. What he's doing it's just nothing short of amazing. I've been watching it some this morning. It's really crazy. But yeah, it does give me a great sense of pride being a native Tennessean. What's he up to now? Do we know?
18 pounds.
Wow.
How about a 3.9? Puts us to 19 pounds. That
About
right
19
there
pounds instead.
Incredible.
Wow. We have heard about the Nutt brothers for years. They're one of those favorite. I mean, it reminds me of the Lee brothers. You heard about the Lee brothers coming. There's these young kids from Alabama. We've been hearing about these young kids from Tennessee, the Nutt brothers. And when you realize how good they are, you ask somebody like Easton or Tucker about them, and they're like, oh, yeah, they're – and proving it this week. His brother Carter yesterday won the College Classic. So we could have the first time ever where the College Classic champion and the Bassmaster Classic champion. And if you ask me, I'll throw it out there and we'll hear this way too much. That would be nuts.
And it's been that way for a while, covering the Strike King Bassmaster College Series. Anytime you knew they were fishing a tournament, there was a good chance they were going to be there in the top 10.
Yep, for sure.
Here's a travesty this week. Dakota E-Bear caught a 7-2 yesterday and did not win Mercury Big Bass.
Yeah, that's crazy. And it was a 7-2 mean mouth, too.
Oh, yeah.
What a beautiful fish.
Not a big one. He got big old head on him. Oh, man. I was like, man, all of them turned away from it. Thank you. Dang, oh no, don't do that. Dude. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Dude, it's like... When I first seen him come up, I was like, oh, it's a good one. It's not a good one. But, no, they were like, they all just swam away from it, so I let it go to the bottom. But I guess when I got on the bottom, he ate it. Stop it. 2 pounds. We're gonna make a move, actually.
Ahead of him.
For sure. That ain't gonna win the classic.
Big week ahead of him. Just literally a phone call away from leaving to become a father for the first time. But you guys always say the same thing. You just want a shot. And
Right.
Easton Fothergill leaves the dock this morning with a shot to defend his world championship and join a group of anglers. Ready for this? Rick Clun, Kevin Van Dam, Hank Cherry, and Jordan Lee, the only anglers to go back-to-back.
Yeah, that's a pretty incredible opportunity. And you see Easton, he's getting it done with the Carolina rig. That kind of warms my heart a little bit. see a guy catching some in the Classic on the old ball and chain.
Told me this morning he was rotating through a variety of baits in that Carolina rig, Strike King Baby Z2 being one of which.
2 pounds.
Not that anybody ever lays off, but after what happened with him, a last-minute 8-pounder last year, you know he is going to fire to the last minute.
Yeah, for sure.
Very similar to the way it was last year with Trey McKinney leading on day 1, having a slower day 2, and then day 3 pushed Easton obviously all the way up until the final day. He has the opportunity today to reverse the roles from go to day 1 leader, tougher day on day 2, and then, hopefully we see him have a big bag here today and push Dylan Nutt.
Told me this morning at takeoff, I would always rather be the hunter than the hunted. And he's hunting today. Nut hunting. Play a little drinking game. Have a shot every time we throw a nut pun out today.
Easton is on Teleco, correct?
He is.
So that water is dirtier than I would have expected on Teleco. That kind of surprises me, but just an observation. Teleco's known as being a lot clearer, typically. But if he's up a creek arm or something, when we had that big rain in practice, it probably dirtied up a little bit.
Of the anglers in the top 12, he's the furthest down into Teleco right now.
Really?
Joined by Dakota E-Bear and Fisher Anaya.
Let's make a move. Let's head off to a guy trying to make history today. become a Bassmaster Classic champion in his first Classic, a day after his brother won the College Bass Championship and 32 years after Brian Kerschel won it for the Bass Nation. He told me this morning if he pulls this off, the party tonight, he says Tennessee's not ready. They are not ready. And I'll be honest, on camera, he's been pretty quiet. I mean, he's been all business. He's a pretty humorous young man, and I want to see that. I want to see it come uncorked. I mean, I think it would be fun.
We had the opportunity to shoot a behind the curtains video sponsored by Mercury, which is basically like a college video series where we go to campuses and we shoot videos of the campus. And then the cribs has been the most popular part. We go to college kids' apartments, dorm rooms, whatever it is, like the fishing house where all the fishing team stays. And Dylan and Carter and Nathan, and they're all there set up. A lot of it was too inappropriate to put in the video. Let's put it that way. They are very, very funny.
I want to get in on that series. Let me host that. I'll be blue. Defending world champion and your potential world champion right there. Your leaders side by side. And I don't think it's shocking to see those two battling it out like that.
Not at all.
No, it's definitely not. And Dylan has had a ton of success everywhere, obviously, but on the Tennessee River, his track record is very, very good.
Pickwick specifically seems like just about any major tournament that possibly happens on Pickwick, he's not only going to be a contender, usually the winner.
Yep. Either him or his brother.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. If it's a team tournament, they're going to win together.
Right.
Well, they potentially have won together this week.
Yeah.
The other thing to keep in mind, and it kind of was the vibe on the dock this morning, with everything we saw yesterday, not just Dylan, but if you think of every record we've seen here in Knoxville, whether it's the Classic or the Elite Series event that was here, and we've got a pretty good sample size by this point, a third Classic now and an Elite. We busted several times yesterday the biggest bass ever weighed in, and the biggest bag several times yesterday. It does give you that feeling that somebody could challenge him. Like this could continue. I mean, it was much warmer this morning than it has been. It's progressively got warmer every single day, but much warmer and a little bit more wind today.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we talked about it on day one with Easton. You know, he spent so much time here in pre-practice that you heard him on day one when he was calculating kind of the different decisions he was going to make, go here, go there. Somebody like that could be dangerous today because we saw Dylan Nutt obviously pull up on the spot yesterday where he catches 2 6-pounders back-to-back, says there's multiple there. If Easton pulls up on that today, it could be completely different. And, again, you know he would like to do that coming from, what was he, 4th place today or third, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think it's possible, for sure. I mean, how many 5+ pounders did we see yesterday? When you see guys catching 5 to 7 pounders, I mean, a 30-pound bag is not out of the question, obviously.
6
20-plus pound bags yesterday. Unbelievable.
Wow, that's working out. That. And again, to go back to the last time we were here, Gussie led on day number 1 with just under 19 pounds. And on day 2, 6 20-pound bags. On day 1, we had 6 bags over 19 pounds. It has progressively gotten better. But the guy atop the leaderboard is trying to do something we haven't seen in 32 years. What is he, 22?
22 years old.
So 10 years before he was born, Brian Kerschel won the Bassmaster Classic for the Bass Nation, and Dylan Nutt is trying to do that here today He is the man with the plan saying, catch me if you can. But a scary group of characters behind him looking in second and third. That's 1 and 2 from last year's Classic.
If you fish in stuff like this, Seagar has the braid for you. Or this. How about this? And this. That too. Yep, that. Exactly, this too. Pretty much everything. Seagar, if you like our fluoro, you'll love our braid.
Every day, we live to serve you. On the farm, our tires work as hard as you do, ensuring a bountiful harvest. We empower your discovery beneath the surface. We stand tall with you to conquer timber. We maximize efficiency in an interconnected world. We help you build the foundation of tomorrow. No matter the job, we know that your success is our success. Because at Maximum Tire, we get the job done.
Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Where am I going? I don't know. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
There's more to explore. Pairing best-in-class Humminbird Explorer fish finders with Mega Live 2 live sonar is the simplest way to see it all. Zero in on the best place for a bite with more precision and more underwater detail. Then when it's time to cast, see more real-time views of fish, structure, and your lure. If you want to stay more connected to the moments that matter, you need Explorer and Mega Live 2. Only from Humminbird.
Championship Sunday we have all year long. The Bassmaster Classic. It all comes down to this. We started with 58, only 25 remain, and the question is, can anybody catch 22-year-old Dylan Nutt, 65 pounds, 3 ounces? And if you look at that board right now, that was a daunting task. But we have seen magic happen on Championship Sunday, and we saw it happen last year with Easton Fothergill. It's so wild to me when you look at second and third place. That was 1 and 2 from last year's Classic. And but that time we did not have Dylan Nutt. He threw his hat in the ring and pre-tournament favorite. One of the most hyped rookies coming into this event that I remember, maybe ever.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, every year there's always a nation guy or two that we're like, oh, he's got a chance. But I mean, a guy like Dylan Nutt to be over 30+% on fantasy fishing, I mean, that is unheard of for somebody fishing their first Classic, but he has absolutely showed out in a big way this week.
Let's get out on the water right now with another one of those young phenoms, Fisher Anaya. Brendan, does watching this make you wonder about your profession like all these
If I'm being honest, Dave, yeah, it does, honestly. My hat's off to them, though. It's nothing short of incredible what they've done this week, you know, and everybody is hooked up again.
Nope, he's little.
We've heard a lot of chatter about how Fort Loudon and Tellico are getting better, and I do think the lakes are on a bit of an upswing. But honestly, I think those fish have lived there the last week.
This week. I mean, good God, like 3 or 4 pounders. Y'all down
I really do believe that. Yep.
Good God Almighty. He didn't jump off. Just popped off. That is insane, dude. Never lost a fish all week in practice.
I feel like the last 2 days, at least yesterday and today, might be the only time in his young Elite Series career that we've seen him battle adversity. I mean, yesterday, day one weighs over 20 pounds. Yesterday weighs 14.7. We watched him all day on live, was getting a lot of bites, but quality certainly not there. And then obviously today, losing a nice one there to, start his day.
Let's head over to Drew Cook, your Mercury Big Bass leader.
I was talking to Drew the other night on the bus going back to the hotel in the boatyard, and he said he thought he was actually catching some fish that were spawning off isolated pieces of cover.
An update from him.
Where we caught all of our weight yesterday. So we're going to probably hunker down in here. There's some bass in here for sure. Maybe once that wind starts blowing, they might really start biting in here. So we just got to stay calm and figure out how to catch some of these bass. Catch some of these big ones. Because they're in here. See what we can figure out. Yeah, yesterday we didn't get in here until a little around lunch. So we're pretty well 2 hours ahead of schedule when we got in here. But I think if that wind will just kick up a little bit, just a little ripple, it'll help tremendously. I'm having them get all on my bait, follow it, and almost where you would think they're biting it, but then they just give up on it. I don't know why.
All right.
I've been switching colors and baits and trying everything. But we're gonna figure it out here shortly.
From Drew Cook, over your defending world champion, Easton Fothergill.
All right, guys, we got a little base limit. If we want to make a run at this thing, we got to call every one of them out. Still tons of fish in my area. Is just I'm not impressed with the size. So right now I'm checking some stuff in this area that sets up the same. If nothing happens soon, I have some more stuff up the lake that I haven't really got to hit in the tournament. So go look at that stuff. But yeah, from now on, it's going to be a mixture of known water and new water, trying to locate 4 to 6 pounders. I feel like I have the recipe figured out. I just got to duplicate it.
If he were to pull it off, one of the cool things, if you ask me, is doesn't matter the sport. I like to see I want to see Dylan Nutt. If Dylan Nutt wins it, I want to see him challenge.
Sure.
But if Easton were to pull it off, I like the adversity. I'd rather have him win it that way than see him go wire to wire and kind of dominate this event.
Yeah, he was the same way as Fisher yesterday. Obviously not a terrible day by any stretch of the imagination, but what we saw him do on day one seemed like it was, I wouldn't say easy, but in the afternoon it seemed pretty easy for him to get those bigger than average size bites, and it just seemed to never happen for him the same way yesterday. Going back to Cook, though, that's the thing we're not really talking about. Obviously, his morning has been far from ideal. He's got one keeper in the boat for a pound and a half, but he's 21-10 back. He caught over 22 pounds yesterday, so it's far from over for him. Obviously, he has to pick it up. He's not in a position right now where he wants to be, but we saw the quality largemouth bites he was able to get yesterday, and that could absolutely play.
I think the wind is supposed to pick up this afternoon for those guys too, and that'll help everybody, honestly. It makes it a little bit harder to kind of line up with them with the live scope and all that, but it makes it a lot easier to get them to bite. Just that little bit of ripple on the water, they don't get near as good a look at your bait. So I look for things to pick up this afternoon. And it'll help Cook especially well. He's throwing that jerk bait. He's throwing a real bright colored jerk bait. I noticed that. I think they'll bite it better when that wind picks up.
And it's not to say his bite's not like he's obviously using forward-facing sonar to some some degree, but a lot of the catches we saw yesterday, it looks like it's less of a factor maybe than, like you said, Dylan Nutt and some of the guys near the top. And Dylan Nutt even said after day one that the wind, it was obviously it picked up pretty heavy there in the afternoon. That's one of the reasons he only caught what he caught, and I say only. I mean, he still had over 19 pounds, but
right.
If it picks up big enough, he might not be able to capitalize this afternoon as where a guy like Drew Cook could.
Right.
It's been the case every day for the most part, right? The afternoon bite.
Absolutely. Especially for the bigger fish. Seems like the guys fishing towards Tellico have been able to, catch a limit maybe quicker. Those smallmouth fire up early in the morning, but the bigger than average size fish have been in the afternoon for just about everybody.
Easton is one of those guys that always plays everything off kind of like, no, it's, if it's my time, it's my time. But I did say to him, I said, you've been here before. You've dealt with champions. Does that give you an advantage? And he said, I think so. I think I'm going to be a little calmer than Dylan in this situation. But then I talked to Dylan, and I felt like I had to wake him up.
Let's go get us started. Finally just reeled it around one.
Jordan had a big day up shallow yesterday. This is how I tried to fish my event right here.
Yeah, hey, it starts us off. I hadn't been able to go back to the same place and catch a fish, which has made it pretty challenging. So I'm just running new water every day, just fish some of the same stuff, but nothing. And so I came back to this creek just to try to get bit, and I caught one pretty quick. So, I know I'm not going to win the tournament. I'd like to catch some fish today, so I'm gonna try a little bit of everything. But it's a decent sign to catch one right off the bat. He smoked it. Just don't get many chances fishing shallow. I just had a perfect day yesterday. Maybe I'll get another bite in here. I can kind of stick around for a little while.
Why did that bite not materialize more than it did? And I asked that because we talked to a lot of guys during practice, official practice, media day, that said they were going to catch them, and they were, all on this type of game plan. Why did that not materialize more than it did?
So what happened 2 nights before the first day of the tournament, we got like 3 inches of rain. And the problem with that rain was it was a cold rain. It was like a 50, 52 degrees outside when that rain came down. The water temp up shallow was in the mid-60s. So when you get that sudden drop in water temp, it makes those shad pull out of those places. So the bass pull out some too. And it takes a few days for that to come back.
Well, you hear that music, and that reminds you, this is not your regular Championship Sunday. Every Championship Sunday is special, but none more special than this. The Championship Sunday of the Bassmaster Classic, the 56th edition of the greatest spectacle in all of sport fishing. It is what we all dream of. And one of these anglers has been dreaming for 22 years, and he's trying to make something happen that didn't happen Until 10 years before he was even born, Dylan Nutt trying to make history. He was 65 pounds, 3 ounces. We'll be right back.
We do the impossible. Take off like a rocket. Fly across water. We hunt monsters, armed with only rod and reel. We stay silent as a ghost. And outduel the others, be they fish or foe. We chase the extraordinary. And that is why Mercury means more.
Tackle Warehouse has everything you need to get out and catch more bass. Rods for every application or technique. Over 1,000 reels to choose from. Monofilament, braid, and fluorocarbon lines. A massive selection of baits from the smallest to the largest. Exclusive baits and colors only available at Tackle Warehouse. Everything you need to build or customize your favorite lures. And of course, countless options to store it all. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.
What do you get when you mix a hand-poured soul and high-tech production? You get nothing other than a collaboration between Yum and Scottsboro Tackle, the Sniper Shad. Designed to hunt with its pintail design and signature rolling action, it delivers a realistic motion that stays stable even on the slowest retrieves. The new injection molding design will give you a perfect bait right out of the package. The Sniper Shad is the minnow you need.
There's always an edge. That one decision. That one cast. Let's go, boys. That 1 ounce can change everything. It isn't obvious. It's deliberate. When the pressure rises and everything is on the line. When the rain falls and the wind turns cold. Yes, sir. When ounces separate champions from the rest. That's not an accident. That's the moment.
Welcome back, Championship Sunday, the Bassmaster Classic, and it all comes down to this. 58 started, 25 remain. Dylan Nutt atop the leaderboard, 22 years old and trying to make history, do something that we haven't seen in 32 years, and that is have a Bass Nation competitor win the Bassmaster Classic. 10 years before he was born, Brian Kershaw pulled it off. Can we see it happen here again today? Easton Fothergill, your defending world champion, trying to chase him down. And our bridesmaid from last year, Ray McKinney, in 3rd place. JT Tompkins in 4th. And Yumi Aoki in his first classic in the mix. And Justin Hamner, you made classic history here this week.
You dang right I did.
Yeah, you did. You did. I mean, at least you're safe here in our little closet.
I might have to stay here.
Yeah.
Was that the loudest booze that's ever been recorded?
Oh, not even close.
Okay, good.
Not even close. Not even close. Let's catch up with Dylan Nutt. What a day he has had. It didn't take him long to start swinging, and swinging he did. A day after his brother, Carter Nutt, won the College Classic. Dylan Nutt. Yes, I'm serious.
I didn't even know that.
Dylan Nutt is trying to add a classic trophy to his mantle, but this one, the biggest in the sport, and one that, Hamner, you have experienced. How much will this change his life?
It's, you hear about everybody saying that it's life-changing and all that. I think it's an understatement. You can't understand, because it's not just the money or whatever. Yeah, that's a huge part of it, but just having that for the rest of your life and that notoriety, I mean, it's incredible. People actually know you, and they just go crazy and boo for you everywhere you go. It's awesome. But no, it really is life-changing. And I mean, it's obvious. been hearing about this kid for a few years now. Like, he's incredible. He has won everything, and I think it's really cool testament to the stepping stones that Bass has created for these young anglers. So now you're seeing them. Yeah, they're coming in. They're polished. They're ready, and this one's kind of special.
Well, don't get too excited because I got some bad news for you.
What's that?
If he wins today, he automatically qualifies for next year's Bassmaster Elite Series, so you might have to deal with him a little more.
We're going to have to deal with him a lot. Look, I don't care. He'll be on the Elite Series soon. What is he doing? What's he doing so different?
It's different. I couldn't tell you, but he's primarily throwing a jig head minnow, a new Berkeley Lab Series minnow that he showed us this morning. It's a 6.75 inch minnow, so it's a bigger minnow for sure.
Same size everybody else is throwing. Okay,
gotcha. But I mean, he's been mixing it up. Obviously, yesterday we saw him catch really big largemouth, and he found those fish in Fort Loudon. Obviously, not going to Tellico, so different than a lot of the guys in our top 10.
He showed you the bait?
He did.
I'm actually shocked because I had heard. I mean, luckily I work with Berkeley a little bit, and I had heard that there was like an embargo and we weren't allowed to even talk about it. It's special and it's coming.
Told us this morning he got the go-ahead to go ahead and talk about it. He showed it on camera, I think, this morning.
Golly, man. Pretty big one. Pretty big one. Come here, baby. Come on. There we go. There we go. Woohoo! That's a tub of a smallmouth.
You can do better than that, Trey. Come on.
Is that the healthiest fish you could ever catch? That feels heavy. Because it is heavy. Purple. 3 3/4.
That's the biggest 3 3/4 I've ever seen.
I like calling those. Big difference.
The other one might be.
And that's coming from the guy that rooms with Patrick Walters.
There we
go.
What? He's very, very accurate on bass trap.
4-pounder.
I think he had 2 fish
Take
at Gunnersville, which are, 14-inch limit for, I think that he put in 10 ounces. Hey, this is for you. We do this for you, Dave.
I appreciate it. As the guy who does the weigh, and I love it. I love it. I mean, if you give it all away, it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Patrick says he has 2 for 212 on Bass Track right now. What do you think he actually has?
37 pounds.
That fish was mad at the world.
You know what's crazy is I talked to Trey, and he pretty much said after day 1, he knew exactly where these fish were, where they were setting up, everything, and he was just torn between making that run to Tellico or staying on Loudon and kind of doing that same eddy current break deal.
Yeah, Ronnie Moore rode with him on the practice day, and he told him right off the jump that his main game plan was to run to Tellico. Ends up staying in Fort Loudon, has like a 19 to 20 pound day, and then it's like, now what do I do?
Absolutely.
Over to JT Tompkins.
It has been really cool. Like, since the last time we were here, the way this whole just system has opened up. I mean,
it seemed like there was the canal deal, and then it was like grind everywhere else. But this time around, there are so many fish in here now. Like, guys are catching 30, 40, 50 fish a day and doing it. Like, I know me and Patrick and Drew Cook, we were doing completely different deal up shallow, just going down the banks and just catching fish. So it's been really cool how this place has turned around.
Yeah, to your point, JT Tompkins hooked up here. I mean, we've seen guys all the way down in Tellico. We've seen guys on the main river and the backs of creeks. Obviously, just saw Jordan Lee fishing shallow in the back of a creek. Definitely a lot of variety, which was something that was predicted based on the, number one, springtime tournament. Number two, the weather warming up. That was going to, potentially open up some of the shallower bite. And as Brandon Lester just told us last segment, if it wasn't for the cold rain that we got, that could have been even bigger of a player.
Oh, it would have been a very large player. Yeah, that official practice day, they were up there and they were biting. I flipped one lay down and accidentally set the hook because you have to.
Whoops.
It was a 512. And then it's like you go the rest of the day just flipping shallow cover and just getting bit everywhere. It was fun.
A look at JT Tompkins' day up till this point. Inside our Super 6 going into Championship Sunday. His third Bassmaster Classic. Sorry if I seem distracted. My phone is absolutely blowing up since we started talking about Dylan's bait.
In a good way or a bad way?
No, in a good way. In a good way. A lot that inquiring minds want to know.
That's about it.
Lab Series is a whole new platform of baits, and I was shocked. Like, when you said it, I'm like, well, what? I need to leave. I need to go now.
Good news is they can't fire me.
Oh, no. Easy call. They might have some pull.
There's a look at your leaderboard, and that's why everybody wants to know what Dylan Nutt is throwing. A giant lead at this point in the Bassmaster Classic, trying to make history here today and do something that hasn't happened since 10 years before he was born and win this event for the Bass Nation. We haven't seen it since the legendary Brian Kershaw.
How do you stop backlashes without killing your cast? The Paramag system uses a radial paramagnetic design that applies even force across the entire rake surface, creating perfect spool balance and smooth, silent operation. No friction, no noise, just control. All without a single battery. Elite performance is no longer just for the elite. The Paramag braking system. Feel the difference.
Out here, it's not about choosing road or water. It's about chasing every horizon. From quiet mornings on glossy lakes to wide open highways under endless skies. Lippert is the name behind every smooth launch, every shaded rest, every perfect view. Driven by innovation, designed for comfort, made for wherever your story goes next. Because wherever you wander, Lippert goes with you.
There's no half-hearted fishermen at this level. There's just too many hungry, badass dudes trying to take your spot. You just can't stop. You gotta go all in. There's no second place.
So I've been feeding black gold because I believe in the nutritional value that it has with it. It seems to keep Lola's energy up, and going on the road, not having to worry about that is a big deal to me. We're able to keep her maintained easily with a well-rounded, balanced diet, all wrapped up in one dog food with Black Gold Explorer.
Hey fans, time to let your bass fishing knowledge win you prizes. There are 3 Bassmaster Fantasy games to play. Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing, the Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge, and the TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge. Sign in or register today to play all 3 games before each Bassmaster Elite and the Bassmaster Classic for your chance to take home prizes from Rapala, Falcon Rods, TH Marine, and B.A.S.S, plus a bonus prize for Bass members. More than $99,000 in prizes up for grabs, and it's free to play. See BassmasterFantasy.com.
Welcome back, Championship Sunday, the greatest spectacle in all of sport fishing, the Super Bowl of bass fishing, the World Championship, whatever you want to refer to it, it is all that. And what a tournament we have had this week. What a celebration of the sport of bass fishing we have had here this week. Knoxville, Tennessee, just when you think, we've been there, we've seen it, it just keeps getting better and better, whether it's the crowds, whether it's the expo, whether it's the weigh-ins, whether it's on the water, it really showed up. But let's get caught up with everything that has been happening on the water with your Toyota Midday Report. And lots has been happening on the water, and that has been the pattern all week long. A guy that, well, he's always in the mix. Trey McKinney, hot up a bridesmaid finish here last year, doesn't even know what it's like to be outside of the top 2 in Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. He's in the mix here again this week.
I'm shocked.
Certainly a guy everybody was looking forward to watching here, a fantasy fishing favorite again this year. As we talked about earlier, had 2 game plans, one to stay in Fort Loudon, one to go down to Tellico. Looks like he's sticking to Fort Loudon, I'm pretty sure, today, but definitely been fun to watch him doing a lot of his damage on a jerkbait, mixing it up, big head minnow. Going to be a fun day for Trey McKinney, already up to 15 pounds.
Well, he is just, I mean, you talked earlier about not seeing Fisher really challenged that much. I mean, since he showed up, he showed up 2 events ago.
Yeah, small sample size.
This is 2 years in, and Trey McKinney delivers over and over again, already 2 wins. And I mean, he's a problem to deal with. But this next guy is a beast, and he is your defending world champion, Easton Fothergill, with a shot to go back-to-back.
Yeah, been a ton of fun to watch him this week. You know, day 1 leader, Easton Fothergill, throwing a Carolina rig, something we didn't expect quite as much this week. Mixing it up,
Don't
definitely
tell
doing
my dad that.
definitely doing some different things. You know, mixing in a minnow as well. But Carolina rig's been a player for him on day 1, and obviously here again on Championship Sunday. So going to be a fun day for Easton Fothergill. Has a lot of different areas, a lot of different patterns to run to. Told, you know, who was it yesterday that told us that he spent the whole month of November and December pre-practicing for this tournament. So a lot of different places to check out. Could be fun for him.
Oh, the weigh-in got nuts yesterday, and Dylan Nutt has not taken his foot off the gas. His brother won the College Bass Championship yesterday. And you saw it right there, Berkeley Lab Series. It is a whole new platform of bait that I was told nobody's even allowed to talk about. But I guess if you're leading the Bassmaster Classic and you're 22 years old, you take that advice, you roll it up real nice and throw it in the garbage, because you might make history today.
Yeah, trust me. I think they'll be just fine with him kind of leaking that a little bit, maybe.
Something really, really, I mean, it's not just a shape. It's a whole new platform. It's something very impressive. I mean, I've been shooting underwater footage with it. I've been blown away by some of the stuff I've seen. But just when I think I'm seeing cool stuff, this dude has sold me, because seemingly all week people have been like, well, what's he doing that's so different? And it hasn't been that different. But now we're starting to see that maybe it has been very different.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's one of the scariest things about what we've seen from him so far is the areas that we saw him catch the 2 6-pounders and, you know, really go off yesterday afternoon. We haven't even seen him get to those areas yet. So it could get even worse than it is right now.
Oh, great. He's saving stuff. He's saving his good area.
Been a great week here in Tennessee, and incredible weigh-ins, man. Great crowds, and here's a look at your top 5. We'll have our Super 6 this afternoon, but Justin Atkins going to be a part of that. A big charge yesterday in his 2nd Bassmaster Classic, 22 pounds and change. JT Tompkins had a big day yesterday, a solid tournament here in his 3rd Bassmaster Classic, and He wanted to spoil some dreams here today. It was funny in the Super 6 meeting. He was quite vocal about that. Easton Fothergill would love to join 4 other anglers that have gone back-to-back, such a rare and unique opportunity. And he took the dream. He took the dream from Dakota Ebert, who weighed in a 7'2". Drew Cook said, I see your 7'2", and I'll show you a 7'5", and he's your Mercury Big Bass leader. But right there is your Crush City Monster bag of the tournament, and that is Dylan Nutt. 26 pounds yesterday. And, man, he has put himself in a great opportunity to do something, as I've said, that did not happen in his lifetime. It happened 10 years before he was born, and that's win this for the Bass Nation.
There's a lot of stuff that's happened not in his lifetime.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. A guy who's won this title twice, Jordan Lee, and he is part of that group. Anglers who've won it back-to-back, Rick Clunn, Kevin Van Dam, Hank Cherry, and Jordan Lee.
That's a good one.
Nice barely hooked. Yes. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. There's a fat one. There's a fat one. Barely hooked. Yes, sir. Look at that one. Yes. Yes.
These fish are so healthy.
In the mud. 4 pounders, big old fat one. Hey.
I keep looking at him, and I know the leaderboard looks daunting, but I keep looking at him and remembering he did great. Yeah, I remember that way, and he kept laughing, looking saying, there's no way he's going to win this. I mean, there's no way Jordan was going to win that classic. But he did.
He just has that about him. I don't know. Anytime he's in the mix, you got to be a little bit nervous.
Are you going to go in the expo?
Yes, I'm going to go to the expo.
Do you have security?
What? No.
You'll need it.
There's a big one in the reeds ahead. I know it. He doesn't care who I am, what titles I have, how many blue trophies I got, that I've fished since I could walk, or that I've spent countless hours on the water for this moment. It's me versus the fish, and I like to win.
Is today the day? The day you win your local tournament? The day you land your personal best? Or the day you take one step closer to the biggest stage in fishing? Halo fishing rods are built for those moments. When your gear works the way it should, you fish your best. And that's when it happens. Halo Fishing. Fish your best.
From the Canadian Shield to Florida Limestone, from local derbies to the biggest stages in bass fishing. Built to handle pressure, proven where it matters. Lund Engineering never rests. Boats built to perform across species, across water, across life on the water. And when the rods go down, the experience keeps going.
Discover the hidden gems and pristine waters of Tennessee's Bill Dance signature lakes. Conveniently located throughout Tennessee, there's a signature lake near you, covering all regions of the volunteer state, all endorsed by the legendary Bill Dance himself. Whether it's a weekend getaway or an extended vacation, create timeless memories at Tennessee's Bill Dance signature lakes. Plan your trip today.
Are you ready for a great offer on the most reliable outboards in the water? Then get to your Yamaha dealer now for the Ready for Reliability sales event. For a limited time, purchase a new Yamaha 30 to 450 horsepower outboard and get up to 7 years of Yamaha coverage protection free. And earn up to $200 in dealer credit on eligible 2.5 to 25 horsepower models. So get ready, because reliability and a great deal starts here.
Biggin. Oh my gosh. No. Don't you jump. No. Oh my gosh. Dude, look at that. Oh my gosh.
Stay on this time, you big sucker. Oh my God, dude. Look at that freaking Bronco bug, baby. That's a freaking giant. Got her. She's a big one. Yes. Look at that. Swim jig down the throat.
Oh, quit doing that. Come here. Yes, sir, baby. Look at that jig down her throat. Yeah.
That might be a 10-pounder, dude. Holy smoke. Yeah! Let's go! Look at that beast.
Oh my God, good one. Oh my God, get in here. Yes! Did you get that bite, dude?
Gosh, almighty. That was sick. Yes!
It's raining, boy.
I'm good.
Go, stop. Feel like I got waterboarded. Caught a 6-pounder right here before. It's a big one. Stay hooked up. I got her. Woo! What did I just say?
We got her.
Yes! We got her, dude. Yes. We got her. Oh. Yes.
Great big one, dude. Dude, that's a giant. Yes, dude. Whoa. I can't believe I flipped her, dude. Ugh, definitely shouldn't have boat flipped that, but I did it anyways.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Big one. Yeah! 9-pounder. Let's go, boys!
Oh, we got it! Yeah! Look at that!
Look at that tank.
Yes! Look at that freaking tank.
I love her. 580.
Oh my God. Yes. Got up. Yes! Oh!
In the mouth, dude.
Yes, sir.
In the mouth. Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Oh my God, I got her.
I hope it's in the mouth.
Come here, big girl. Yeah.
I have to take a break. I have a heart attack out here.
Big it.
Oh. We got a bag now, boys. Yeah, look at that retrieve. What's up, Bagan?